All right, it's on. Time to go live. That's what they said. They said go live, so I have to do it. Hey guys, again, welcome to the King Jeff podcast. It's my pleasure to see you tonight. We're on Central Time in Texas, so I'm sure it's probably still early afternoon in California, evening time here in Texas, and nighttime in Florida on that East Coast. We know we have folks up from all over the country on this podcast, and I just want to say welcome in, whether it's the afternoon, morning, or night. It's my pleasure. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about a subject that is like near and dear to my heart. I tell you, since I've joined this content creation team or this aspiration to want to be a culture driver, and that's the purpose that we created the King Jeff podcast. I'm just learning a lot. I thought I knew quite a bit, but regarding this technology thing and this content and this these social media platforms that's disseminating information all over the world, wow, I'm fast learning that, as I said before, the one percenters who control the world and control the matrix and all those in it. Wow, boy, I tell you, they have a strong hold on what's going on. But we have a plan. When I was younger, I thought I could run through walls, leap tall buildings. And now I found that can't knock those walls down by yourself, and you can't realistically leap over tall buildings. However, they say that teamwork makes the dream work, so that's what I'm believing for. The King Jeff podcast, guys, we're finding resolutions to our problems. So no matter what your group, your race, your sex, whoever you are, these principles can be applied to empower your group. I definitely expect the Black community, like, come on, man. I need y'all to wake up. I need you to join me in this quest because we have to get it done. Today's subject is we're talking about prosperity, the prosperity code. I've talked to you about the Matrix Project. Today, we're talking about the prosperity code. Prosperity just means to fare well on your journey, to fare well on your journey, to be prosperous. I see that the sun is beating off of my face, looking like I'm in Jamaica or the islands or somewhere, or Nigeria, which is beautiful. But we're talking about the prosperity code. Unity and collaboration are necessities for stability. Unity, being together, and collaboration, working together, getting things done, solving problems in unison, they are necessities to stability. Except you are a part of the collaboration, and except you are a part of the unified group that's working to develop that thing, you can assure stability for yourself. And this is what this whole Matrix Project, this whole United Leadership Alliance, this effort, the King Jeff podcast, that's setting the tone for culture. We're putting together a royal culture, a top class culture. That's what this is all about. Assuring ongoing prosperity and good fortune for ourselves and others. Man, as I was saying about these social media drivers, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I don't know so much about Snapchat, but when you develop content, the powers that be determine what type of content they're going to disseminate. And the truth is, they don't care about my message of encouragement, empowerment, and community stabilization, prosperity and wealth, wellness, good fortune. These social media drivers can care less about that. What they care about is money and the power. Money and the power. The Ghetto Boys, you remember that? Money and the power. Money and the power. I got money and the power. Scarface and them. I don't know the words to it, but I knew that part. But they're interested in that money and that power. They disseminate information based on what their audience wants to hear, what their audience wants to see. And as it stands in terms of the conscious community, I would like for us to become more conscious. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the King Jeff Podcast channel. As I was saying, so based on what the audience wants to hear and see, they distribute those videos based off of that. So we need to grow our group. We need to grow our audience in the conscious community who cares about, community empowerment, cultural enrichment, and prosperity for all. So if you will, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and like the video. Because trust me, I'm going to have a lot of haters come in, a lot of racists, a lot of haters come in. And they usually, when I post content, they usually outnumber the conscious community who's for me. For instance, I could have 500 racists come out of left field. After we share the video, there's going to be 500 that comes in and say, I hate you. I hate you. I wish you die. I hate you. And I hate everybody that looks like you. So I need us to come in and overpower those numbers. We'll have probably 40, people in the conscious community say, right on, brother. But against that 500, this information is not going to be shared. But let's go straight in. This video is about the prosperity code. Unity and collaboration are the two key necessities that can bring that to pass. Unity and collaboration. They're necessities to bring about stability, respect, and prosperity. Stability, respect, and prosperity. Stabilize and bring peace to the community. Respect by other groups, by other people that will cause them to consider themselves and consider what they have to lose when they violate you. But also they consider what they can gain from being in partnership with you. So that respect goes both ways. Many people say you have to earn it to get it. Well, that's true as well. And prosperity, ongoing good fortune, stability, respect, and prosperity. Those are the three keys that we know that unity and collaboration brings about. This video will discuss the top two components of community influence, prosperity, and cultural relevance. This video will discuss the top two components of community influence, prosperity, and cultural relevance. You want to be relevant and you want to have influence in terms of what community, a prosperous community is. A community is only as prosperous as the influence that they have, the wealth of its citizens, the employment services that it produces, and the wealth that it maintains. Growing, trillions of dollars, but sending it away, exporting those trillions in a few minutes. That's not good. That does not stabilize communities. So we're encouraging everybody to partner, collaborate, go into business with others. Don't be isolated. Don't be on an island. Kill that mentality. Those are the things that we're coming against. The effects of slavery, the effects of Jim Crow, the effects of Willie Lynch, and the intellectual apathy movement. That's what we're battling right now. Apathy, intellectual apathy. Many of us say that we want great things for ourselves, but we do not go about, achieving those things. So that's what today is about. If there's anyone who's interested and would like to come on, let me know. Just say it in the comments. What up, Keith? What's up, cuz? Good to see you. Love you, man. If anybody's interested in coming on, just give me a hit. Let me know, and I can sign you right in, and we can chop it up. Now, as far as that stability that I talked about, we need unity, we need collaboration. And then I talked about the social media powers that be that send certain types of messages. Now, understand the culture that we're living in, understanding the country that we're living in, understanding the history of African Americans, Black folks. In 2022, it's still very apparent that there are still powers that are against us, oppressive powers. But that's not what we want to focus on. What I want to focus on is this main thing. In order to become respected, stable, and prosperous, we're going to have to work together. We're going to have to work together. And this is the main point that I'm talking about today. And I'm going to call names today. And I'm not trying to create enemies. No, but I'm trying to speak and compel my people to see things differently. In order to stabilize our community, we have to collaborate and we have to work together. Social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all those things, they send the content out to people as the people are interested. They are not caring about nobility, like how noble your cause is, or charity or anything like that. Every time I boost a ad, I have to pay them lots of money. And that's how Zuckerberg and all those guys have this much money, because we're paying them. Advertisement, things like that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I said that to say, of all the people who have major dollars in America, Black men, Black women, 99 to 100% of them all miss this main component. They miss this main component. They never work with people that look like them. That Willie Lynch syndrome, that I want to be the bigger, N-word. I want to be the main one to sit on the mountain. Very few of them, to none, lift people up. I heard Magic Johnson say the other day, when I was first getting in the game, in order to do work with me, we did those kind of deals. But if you're going to try to be a partner of mine now, his deals are here. And he's like, you got to come up. So everybody can't just come to Magic now, which means Magic is an elitist. He's a classist, and he's looking down. And as far as I'm concerned, these I don't want to say this man is a sellout, but what I am saying is that 99 to 100% of us have missed that intelligent component that gets them to understand how important unity and collaboration is. They have the money, but they can change and galvanize and create a movement if they reach down to the grassroots people who are progressive minded, who want to get work done, and bring them up so that they can run these local stores, plant businesses that could create recycling centers for the community that they share, the Black community. Even if they live in white neighborhoods, Asian neighborhoods, Hispanic neighborhoods, you still share this community with me, because at the end of the day, folks don't let you leave that community. They still let you know who you are and what you are. The problem is with a people who's marginalized, who have the experiences that we have, we somehow get divided and conquered. Unity is of no value, and that's a major problem. Major problem. So tonight's post is calling out the Black community. I'm going to call names, and it's not all the names, but it's just the names in my head that I know. And I don't want to battle with any African people. I don't want to battle with anybody, because if you're not African, definitely not trying to battle with you, because that's distracting me from what it is that we have to do. And I'm not going to let that happen. So some of the top shows that I know about, they partner with each other, and I get it, but they don't reach back to really grow movement, and the community stays the exact same at the bottom, and crime increases in single family households when we're losing more influence daily. But the show with Brand and them, I Am Athlete, it's very progressive. I like those brothers. I love them. As a matter of fact, I'll even call out the Pivot with Fred Taylor and Channing them. I like all of those brothers, but they will never do anything relevant to pull us up. Fred Taylor, he's from my home, well, not my hometown in Pahokee, in Belglade, but I'm from Palm Beach County in Florida. We're both from Palm Beach County. I grew up in West Palm Beach. He grew up in Belglade. It's the same county. And I know he's done positive things in his city. But at the end of the day, when they were talking to Alex Rodriguez and they were talking to Mayweather, they just interested in, how can I get in? That's all Channing Crowder was interested in. Like, how can I get in? Just let me get in. Always just looking to get themselves up. And I get it. You have to survive yourself and increase yourself. But man, you're typical. There's no reach back. Live their comfortable lives, and the community will not change whatsoever. They'll just secure a solid life. They'll live, they'll die like many other celebrities, and it won't be any significant change. Their children will have been better, like Birdman. I heard him talking the other day, and I don't even know that brother like that from New Orleans, but he was saying, I'm just chasing the bag. Like, I ain't getting involved in nothing. I'm just interested in chasing the bag and securing it for my children. And that's all these clowns talk about. And not to calling him a clown in particular, but yo, that's all these dudes think about. My children, my children, my children. Well, I'm so glad that the freedom fighters who sacrificed their lives for us didn't just think of their children. Like, that's a disconnect. And no, you can't change the world. You don't have enough money to change the world. But that's why I continue to say unity. If there's any celebrity, anybody who has influence, and you see me here, I've sacrificed, I've dedicated my life to this. I'm qualified, but I don't have that type of influence. My people don't listen to me like that. They don't support me like that. If you have influence, put a brother on. Connect with a brother like me. Connect with Black Gold Nation, the United Leadership Alliance. My nonprofit organization is the United Leadership Alliance, a connection and collaboration of an organization that I'm a member of is the Black Gold Nation. We're putting together powerful systems to do the very things that we talked about. Marcus Garvey talked about some things. He put some things into work, but we're actually taking it to another level, intelligently, beyond the talk. We're actually putting it to work. So I am athlete. It looks good, but it'll never change our community. And that's what social media is going to sell. They're going to have, hundreds of thousands and, millions of people see that show. And then the people who watch them, the younger people to the old, they're going to see it. They're going to appreciate it and be entertained by it. And then they're going to aspire, especially the young people, they're going to aspire to be the exact same thing. Athletes who don't do jack shit for nobody else but their own families. If you think like that still, you're a slave. You're still in that mentality, and it's sad. Very, very sad. Also, I talked about I am athlete. I'm talking about the pivot. You'd be surprised by me mentioning the Roland Martin show. Now, Roland, yeah, he has a Black news channel, and that's extremely positive for what it is that we do. We need that. So I salute that brother. I salute the position he takes. But at the end of the day, he's in the same bag. And like the stuff that he does, and I understand you have to find your niche and then like do work there, become successful there. I get it. But he has some type of influence to reach back to somebody, some people, and make real connections. I'm not talking about reach down and do, workshops and doing crap like where you just show up and you're the main show, you're the main keynote speaker, and you think that that's your contribution. I came, I spoke, I let the people see me, and I made my all-star appearance. That ain't nothing at all. So, Roland, continue the great work that you're doing, brother. But connect with some people. Connect with some people and do business with them. You don't have the time to do those little things. But if you connect with people who do, we can be growing these stores. We can be growing these money generators, these recycling centers, so that our people are stabilized. You will not stabilize your people if your money's flying out just like that. And for all of you celebrities that I am calling out, because I'm talking about the people who are the most influential and seen on social media, who has the voice and the influence in the Black community, I'm calling your name. My point is, after you live and you die, we're not going to remember you. None of your work will have a legacy attached to it that's relevant to the group's ongoing good. Your children and your family will be the only ones who remembers you 2 years after your death. And my point is, it's not so much about selfishness, like wanting to be remembered. I want my name in lights. That's not what it's about. But what it's about is, yo, man, your people, us, you, we're suffering at the hands of someone else. We're suffering even today. And even though you're being paid 100,000, 500,000, 500 million, whatever, your people are suffering. And I'm not talking about chasing the at risk and going and contributing to the dysfunctional and chasing little Leroy. Hell no. I'm talking about you partnering with progressive minded people and you grow business with them. Don't go chase the bottom of the barrel trying to stop little Ray and take that crack pipe out of his mouth, or take that gun out. Yeah. We have enough people that focus on that kind of crap. That's pretty much all we do, is focus on at risk. And we ignore the people who can actually stabilize our behinds. Let's say that we took every gun out of the hands of the criminals, the gangsters, or whoever, and all the racists. And then we gave them millions of dollars. What's going to change? Absolutely nothing. Because we're going to kill ourselves with those millions, because we're going to indulge in our pleasures, because we're not mature. We think like losers, and that's where we will stay. Losers who's being exploited, pimped, and not royal, not upper class if we don't educate ourselves. So for all those, Dr. Claude, all Claude Anderson and all those, intellectual gurus and the Cornel Wests and all these deep thinkers, and I'll even say Dr. Umar Johnson, although I like him much more than many people do. Like that brother's, he's putting the school together. Everybody, we always hating and want to talk about what he ain't doing and what he's doing more than us. But the point, the brother is off though when he's talking about that judgmental crap. I get it that we shouldn't have to change our hair for anybody and blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, now you're being elitist. You're being divisive by saying if somebody has weave in their hair, or if their hair is processed, that they can't come into your, like, fool. You talking about the whole continent of Africa. So what, you trying to be relevant, or you just trying to, be entertainment? Like, don't be stupid. So that's that. I Am Athlete, very popular show. The Pivot, popular show. Roland Martin, popular show. All of these rappers, Master P, I like him. But now, Master P, we want to see you connect with little people down here like me, like the little people who can actually run all that stuff. It's not just about Lil Romeo or, and your kids and all. It's not just about that. And we know you do a great job. Master P does a great job of enriching other, entertainers. Snoop, I got to give him major credit. Like, he reaches back like a big dog. But I have to say this, Snoop, even you, rapper, who does a lot for other people, I get that. Your sports program in LA is outstanding. But my brother, what I'm saying is this, and Rick Ross, just setting your own family up, dude, that's nothing. Reach back and partner with some other people who bring in resources too. And I'm not saying you got to carry them. Hell no. That's not what it is. But I'm saying this is what I'm asking these top-notch entertainers and celebrities and wealthy people and politicians. I'm talking about everybody. If you have influence, if you have financial leverage, partner with other people who don't have that leverage, but who have that drive, who has that vision, and who can grow our stability, can grow our networks so that we can recycle our dollars in our community and it stays beyond the freaking talk. Got to do it, guys. So if a young person coming, well, that's trying to grow a business, and let's say that they have $50,000 or $100,000 to launch a business, and you see their business plan and you know it's a solid business plan, why can't you come in and match their income and you be a 50% partner and they do the work, you help set up the supports to stabilize it, and they run that thing. That don't cost you nothing. Though that's the way that all you big people can come down to the little people and grow your influence, expand our territory so that our money's not being excreted, immediately, and we have nothing at the end of the day. When you're systemically dependent, it's hard to be respected. It's hard to be respected. Man, when I post these videos and I have racists coming at me like, boy, it be so many that is like, wow, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. But it'd be like, damn, I just gotta, it's like I have a choice to either turn the comments off or to just read them and just like let it be water off my back. But I'll never turn the comments off. You know why? I want that seen. When my people go and not have, students and other people that are in my community or not even in my community of different races, minorities. And I want white people to see it too, because they're always white people. And then again, I get some Spanish people that be coming out of left field thinking they white. I'm like, yo, man, you got your own wall to worry about while you over there thinking you're a part of them, but because they ain't accepting you like that. But the point, they be coming, and I want to do something about it. And it's not like I want to go out and throw my hands up or pull my weapons because I get annihilated. There's so many of them. The point is, I want to take I want to take their influence over me and my people away by not giving them my resources so I can retain my strength. If you have $100,000 in the bank, you're $100,000 strong. And then if you have credit as well, then you're about 250 strong, because now you can borrow against your credit and blah, blah, blah. And man, those are the things that we want our people to understand. So I said, I Am Athlete, The Pivot, Roland Martin, rappers. I called out some names. Athletes, I called out your name. And the rappers and the athletes, you guys are not even supposed to have this level of influence over a community, because there are other fields of study. There are politicians. There are other professional things. There's doctors. There's lawyers. There's like people who are in just doing so many things that's necessary. There's nutritionists. There's, people in agriculture, things that we need to survive. There's fashion designers. There's contractors, builders, architects. Like those things needed to stabilize a community to wellness. We focus on athletes and rappers and entertainment. how is it that in a community, well, I'll show you how it is. That's how you know your community's weak, when your rappers and your athletes are your highest influencers. Influencers? Yeah. Like, athletes speak, when they speak, their voices are like, wow. Like, you're just an athlete. You just can play basketball or football or baseball, run track. When did you get so connected in these things that your voice is that great? When did you get so deep spiritually that you, just because you're an athlete and we know you and you can run fast and jump high, you're now going and preach? You about to open up a church? Oh, well, did you study? You were called? Okay, well, even then, you're called to go be prepared, even if you were called. That's the way it goes. When Saul was called, hey, yo, man, go to Gamaliel's spot. Go to Gamaliel's house, and he's going to train you up and teach you what you need to do. Teach you what you need to do and where you need to go. Just combine the word. Wow. Anywho, Kevinsamuels, who has a large platform that's constantly talking about women and what they need to be doing, and high level men and high value men and that type of stuff. This guy, metrosexual guy, like these dudes, like, and I'm not dissing this brother or any other man or woman on this thing, but it's like, man, these guys, where are real men? And I like a lot of the things that these brothers mentioned. Your brother Kevinwesley, like, new brother who I just been checking out, like this brother, he said some very positive things. But again, a metrosexual, these guys, he's a polygamist and, you know, whatever. But the point is, like, these guys be speaking on stuff and they have a heavy voice in our community. So it's not just about that. I'm telling all of them, like, reach down and partner with other people. Kevinsamuels, he's going to be wealthy with his platform. Like, so what are you doing with it? Like, that's all? You're just going to become somebody who's now wealthy and that's it? So you're typical. So that's the problem with our community. Black people chase wealth so they can sit on the mountain and secure it for their families, some of them. Not Karl Malone, though. Wow. He's like, yo, I don't know you, kid. Loser. For real. So Kevinwesley, even Kendra G, like, this lady, and she's fine as all outdoors. Anyway, but Kendra G on this singles show, this young lady has a problem. She's gonna be wealthy, or she's growing her wealth and her influence in our community, and she has a problem with somebody coming on her platform trying to promote their platform. I mean, she turns into the darn Hulk when somebody tries to give their, information. Like, that's so slave minded. Like, what does it hurt you that somebody's on the show, like, and they say, well, you can follow me here? Like, why do you care? You're helping another African man or woman. Why do you care? Like, that's the sad thing about us. So Kendra G, as fine as you are, expand your mind. Don't see that as hate. Now, as far as that, I met a gentleman, well, didn't meet him personally, but this gentleman out of Florida, this guy, Papa Duck. I've been watching him for a little while, but I just finally, like, subscribed. I did that a while ago, but I like that brother because he's opened this platform up. He said, yo, he grew his platform. He has a degree of influence. I don't know how much, but yeah, the brother said some good stuff, very enriching stuff. And Papa Duck, yo, I need you to reach down and connect with other people. Don't just make your dough. Connect from rap or whatever entertainment. Connect with other people that can run your stores. Do business with them. Partner with them. Don't always look to, partner with the people who got it. Those are the people. The people who got it need to reach down and connect with people down here in the grassroots that can actually bring these things to pass. But what I really like about this gentleman, Papa Duck, is this man said, you can reach out to me at papaduckpromo@gmail.com and I'll promote your stuff on my platform. See, that's the kind of stuff that lets me know that brother's heart is in the right place. But Papa Duck, reach down and connect with me. People like me. People who are down here who made the time to contribute in that way. Your schedule may be very busy and you don't have the time to be in a store or to manage that type of stuff. Well, people like me, that's what we live for. Although I expect this movement to grow worldwide. Eventually, I won't be in that place. I'm reaching up and building other people as well, but eventually it's going to be all there. So salute to Papa Duck. Kendra G, Oprah Winfrey. She's wealthy. Who is she partnering with down here? She's opened up a school in Africa. Who is she partnering with down here? Oprah. You don't have the time to deal with these little minuscule things on the daily in the community that you share. You're black, I'm black. Guess what? We're knitted together. But as I see it, Oprah, you seem to have a heart for the people. Well, Oprah, your people are suffering. And what we don't need from any of you entertainers or intellectuals that I'm calling out, we don't need pity from you. We don't need a handout from you. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you rolling around town, throwing $500 out your pocket. Shaquille O'Neal stopped by. No, hey, you walking in a Walmart buying a bicycle for people. Yeah, that's nice for that person, but that didn't influence nothing. Because as soon as you left that store, guess what? They were still starving again. Struggling again. That money that was paid to Walmart, that's money that you're giving back to people. Partner up with somebody else who can build a Walmart. You making a lot of money, Shaquille. You told your own kids that we're not rich. I'm rich. Right. So what's you being rich and if not empowering other people to be that? Master P said, I'm making millionaires. He didn't hold Snoop or other entertainers into a contract where he could just, get royalties off of them for their entire careers. He said, no, I set them free. Let them go out and do their thing. And he's expecting them to replicate it. So Shaquille, I don't need your bicycle. I don't need even a donation from you. What I need is a partnership. You the big guy. Don't be a classist. A work at this level, it's still work that stabilizes. Magic Johnson, stop looking down on people, acting like you so big that we have to come up to you to work with you. That makes you a loser if that's where you are. That's loser talk. Oprah Winfrey, Stephen A. on Sports Center or ESPN. Cornel West. This is a tough one here. Minister Farrakhan in the nation. I know y'all doing things and it's said to be doing things, but man, I really like Elijah Muhammad's presentation of that economic blueprint. I'm not seeing that thing manifest. So this is probably the one that I probably need to, but hey, it is what it is. Because I'm calling out pastors too. Pastors ain't doing shit. Making themselves rich for those who are becoming rich. They're making themselves rich and that's it. Now they're they equipping people for the work of ministry. I will say that now. So they deal with the religious. They're doing that, fulfilling Some of them are fulfilling religious obligations, spiritual obligations too, some of them. But the ones that are getting filthy rich, living in mansions, it's all about money for them. They're losers. They're losers. Why are you rich when you can use some of that to spread that gospel, that message that you continue to talk about? And I ain't saying all of it, because even pastors and spiritual figures have to secure a future for their own children too. So they can't give up everything. But I'm saying, yo, you live in a damn mansion. Something is wrong with you. You live in a mansion and your lazy, sorry kids are entitled. They can't compete on their own. So you're a terrible parent. Cornel West, you know so much. Who you partnering with on the grassroots? What business in the grassroots is being fulfilled? Hello, Christy. Absolutely. Be willing to help others come up. Absolutely. Help others come up, because that empowers you. Helping us helps you. Pastors, religious leaders, politicians, now Obamas. What you doing, Obamas? The only time you come through, is that the show? You just come through to be seen and, oh, Barack, oh, Michelle. That's all you. Okay, so then you're a fool if you think you're relevant. If you have financial influence, political influence, and you do nothing but show your face, or you did nothing but serve in America's White House, your benefit was mostly to the white community, the homosexual community. Didn't benefit us. So you leave your people suffering, coming by smiling, kissing babies, taking pictures, and you think you've done something? Obamas, reach down and connect with other grassroots people so that you can do something that Sasha and Malia, I believe, would be proud of generations from now. This is problematic, guys. So the Obamas, actors, comedians, fraternities, sororities, y'all never worked together in business. Y'all ski-wee and hoorah and roof and bark and do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm encouraging you guys. And now I give you credit, sororities, frats. You guys do more than most people. I mean, you have a nationwide network of people that are doing charitable things throughout the country. So I give you credit for that, but it's definitely not enough, because listen, I'm encouraging you guys to work together, do business together. Like, even if those around you in your sorority or frat are not willing to do business with you, they're sick. Something is wrong with them. Why would you not partner and collaborate to move your agenda forward? You thinking you can come in and just be the mentor of a few kids that's changing the world? It's not. I was a member of the 100 Black Men. I was secretary of the 100 Black Men. And then I eventually became president of the 100 Black Men. And I salute all of those great men that did great work. But it wasn't enough. I've come to realize that it was really, it helped a few people, but that's not enough. So I need you guys to join in, partner with other people. Even if you're grassroots, that's the best way to come up. Stop trying to do it by yourself. That's ignorant. That's slave mentality. That's that Willie Lynch bull crap that has us divided, conquered, and that intellectual apathy. That's about the dumbest thing in the world. If you're facing systemic oppression and you're trying to ascend all by yourself, that is so dumb. Now, if nobody else around is progressive, don't partner with them. Go network and partner up with other people who are progressive. And from my vantage point, that's far and few, but some people do exist. Go find them. But coming up with a partnership where you're sharing the risk and reward with other like-minded people to grow influence or grow business, that's the way to go. The King Jeff Podcast. If you're looking for love in a relationship, come join our show and we can put you out there and sing your name around the nation and people will connect with you in your DMs. If you're looking for a business partner, call onto the show. It's a call-in show. If you're looking for a network, a community network that's doing positive things to shape the culture in your community, call our show. We can find that group for you or put you out there and they can contact you. Okay? Now, let me just go through the rest of these influential names. I'm calling people out because if they don't come down and partner with other people in the grassroots, in the community work, so that like the people in the community spend more money than your celebrities. And celebrities, they are highfalutin anyway. They have big money. So they don't come down and do the little things that we do. That wasn't a diss. I'm just saying they have big money. So they're going to Mercedes dealerships. They're going to, they're buying Bentleys and things like that. We don't have that. Well, some of us do. There are some African black owned car dealership owners who sell high value, high end vehicles. But the point, to stabilize your community, the locals spend money every day. Celebrities come down off of the mountain and partner with some of the locals who can actually serve the people every day. You will make mad dollars. Attach your name to it. And I'm not talking just some restaurant. And if that's what you choose to do, then that's fine too. People eat. So I agree with that. But man, we spend a lot of money on things that's like, and we're missing a blessing. We're missing opportunities to do great things with other people that have the time to. So comedians, fraternities, sororities, entertainers, and I may be repeating some things, the black people who are the successful content creators, all you do is chase your own bag. Well, why don't you connect with other like-minded people? Content creators. You making mad loot like that? Connect with other like-minded people. Launch business that allows people to recycle their dollars. The so-called woke community. If you deep and you're enlightened, who are you partnered with? I can't really even call names. You woke? Dr. Umar, who you partnering with? Polight, what's his name before we got caught up in this scandal? Like who did you partner with? Young Pharaoh or Young Prophet or Young Pharaoh, whatever his name is. I just heard about the brother that he was online tripping or saying something, but who did you partner with? You guys are making this kind of money, Bootsy. Like, who are you partnered with? And I'm calling names I don't really know. I'm just, who you partner with? Dr. Claude Anderson. Are you just making your mad dollars? Or are you just kind of going around talking about powernomics and you're not partnering with anybody for real, for real? Or are you just a Cornell West intellectual who Michael Dyson, who's in the mountain, Stephen A., all these, television personalities who's in the mountains, but who's not partnering with any people on the grassroots that can set up business that's going to allow locals to recycle their dollar. And yeah, I know the locals are mental. The locals will oftentimes choose the colder ice, which is other people's ice. Sometimes, but the name that you have, the influence that you have, celebrities, is very possible that with your name attached, that phenomenon can be changed on a small scale. And that's all we're talking about, small scale. So TV hosts, celebrities, judges, politicians, Black Lives Matter. I don't even know what to say about y'all, because y'all are null and void. Y'all don't I don't know. And I ain't gonna say too many negative things about anybody on here, but we don't see feel your presence anywhere. You have another agenda, apparently, and it's definitely not the Black community. But I'm just calling you just because. Okay. I guess that's it. Those are all the names I think I need to call. But well, parents, where you at, parents? Parents, why don't you partner with other parents to galvanize your community, your schools? Go into business with other individuals. Secure the bag, share the risk, share the reward, expand faster. That's the way it is. Like, give yourself security by partnering with somebody else. Both of you are taking a risk, and both of you are bringing something to the table, so you can stay in the game much longer and try and provide, more quality services because you have more to work with. Local gangs, what y'all doing? Destruction. Go into business. You already saw, what's the brother's name that got murdered? Lil Nipsey Hussle. I'm sorry, Nipsey. That brother did, some positive things. If he can do it, you can do it. But you guys are connected already, so pool your resources, flip the game, get out of the game, and do business together. The same way he did it, and others like him. You can do it. And stop all that destructive behavior. The intellectuals, the people who are really smart, who you think you're smart, well, be smart enough to partner with people in the grassroots so that we can actually overturn and stabilize our community. Okay, so now that's pretty much it, guys. As I said, this show was called The Prosperity Code. And we talked about two key things: unity and collaboration. Except we come together, we will not build. How can two walk together except they agree? That's the scriptures. So we have to collaborate and we have to unify in order to stabilize our community, in order to become respected, and in order to have ongoing prosperity and good fortune. So that's my time, guys. I appreciate your attention. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you, and I expect to get this thing moving forward. All right. So please like, subscribe, share the video. And the last thing I want to say is leave a comment. Leave a positive comment. Like the video. Better yet, how about you love the video? Don't just like it, love it. Okay. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, and then please leave a comment. Say something positive, because trust me, I'm gonna have a lot of haters come out of left field and they're gonna eat my up. So if you care anything about me and care about this positive work that I'm trying to do, and that we're trying to do through the ULA, the United Leadership Alliance, Christy, Mike, we're putting in the work, man. So I appreciate you and support us. You can visit us at www.ulamovement.org. www.ulamovement.org. Or you can reach us at the King Jeff Podcast at gmail.com. The King Jeff Podcast at gmail.com. Lastly, the Matrix Blueprint. This is our blueprint that we have. You can get it from the Amazon bookstore. It's called The Matrix Project, The Way to Power. The Matrix Project, The Way to Power. You can get it from the Amazon bookstore. Jeffrey Drummer, yours truly, is the author. Well, God bless you guys. Love you. Peace.